Hey everyone, it's Chris here at Oats. Welcome back to Oats Fitness. Today we're going to be talking about tips on what a beginner should do when they are starting to start a gym program. So, my first one of my top tips is to start slow. This means don't just jump in and start an exercise program like 5 days a week. Basically, the first thing I would do to all new goers, like first timers, is look into a lot of gyms do, like when you sign up you get, I think it's three 1 hour free gym sessions with a personal trainer. Sometimes there's one, or sometimes in certain gyms you don't get a deal like that, but many gyms I go to, the gyms I've been to, you do. So I would suggest that all the new goers would like go to a personal trainer just to start off with, so they can test a lot of things, and obviously uh, go to a doctor's before you start a program, just so you're medically cleared and you're physically and mentally prepared to basically change your life if that's what you want to do in the gym. Um, Currently, the recommended is like 2 to 3 times a week for at least 30 minutes a day. But for someone who was just starting out, I recommend that start of 1 to 2 weeks and then ramp it up from there to 2, 3 to 4. So at the start of your gym's cycle, you wouldn't be there 5 days, 6 days a week, like these like professional athletes and weightlifters, bodybuilders that are there for hours. Tip number 2 would be to know how to stretch. Obviously, stretching right before a workout may seem like the best thing to do, but if you're doing certain types of stretching before the program, you may be doing it. You might be putting yourself at risk of injury. Uh, After the warm up, you should stretch your muscles and hold for about 15 seconds. You're less likely to injure yourself when stretching if your muscles are already a little warmed up. So you do a little warm up, you do some stretching, then you get into like the main workout of the plan of your workouts. The static stretching, which is just basically just standing there doing different stretches, and then there's like a moving stretching which you can do, which is a lot better, depending on what kind of workout you're going to be doing, for and what you're going to be training for. Tip number 3. I have 5 tips, so tip number 3 would be mix it up. Whether you're going for weight loss or bulking up, a mix between doing cardiovascular exercises like treadmill, cross training, and strength training is definitely the best way to achieve the body you want. But even within these, but obviously, as people know, the diet is, I believe it's 80% diet, 20% training that gets you the perfect physique that you are looking for, as long as you're willing to work hard. But don't stick to exercise every day. I've seen people who literally go into the gym Monday to Sunday. They'll do bicep curls, and that's all they'll do. You can have big biceps and whatever, but if you're gonna have big arms and then you haven't trained anything else, you're just not gonna look. It's just not gonna be good for you. For example, like when it comes to cardio, don't do run, not just running every day. Do different things. Like get things out your head and like go out, like not exactly go to the gym every day. Like do different things if you're into sport like basketball or tennis, or because you're most likely going to stick to something that you enjoy. So if you're going to run every day and you get bored, go do something instead of just going running every day. Do different things. Tip number 4 is know your weight in the right way to use it. So obviously, most people in the gyms are confused the first time they walk in the gym, but they're afraid of asking for advice. If that's you, uh, a lot of all the personal trainers in the gym and people there would give you advice if you ask them. I know it may be confidence issues. I certainly have confidence issues with that. Uh, doesn't matter how strange, doesn't matter how boring the question is. Personal trainers or anything will help you, even if you're not paying them. They'll still give you advice. Uh, for example, if you're a newbie to the gym, do not use, don't just go in there for the heaviest weight and not move it. Uh, it's definitely a rookie mistake if you do that. If you want to start, I would say if you want to start the gym, more go for the weight the weight machines instead of like the weightless ones like the dumbbells, because you get the movements correctly on the machine and they show you how to do it. But I'd start on a low weight if you could just start in the gym, just to get the idea of the feeling of moving the weights and that, and then you can always add on the weights when you're feeling comfortable. You should probably be doing about about 3 sets of about 8 to 12 reps, which is uh, muscular strength. Anything over that is muscular endurance. However, I'll be talking about that in another video, so I won't get into that about muscular strength and muscular endurance. Then from there, just you will be building up the strength, and not a, basically the biggest rule about that is just don't go in thinking you're like the biggest person if you've never used the gym before. And stop thinking. The biggest rule I've got is that don't leave your ego outside. Don't come in thinking Mr. Big Shot. There's a lot of people there that will be probably bigger or fitter or stronger than you because you've just joined the gym, and there'll be people there for years. Just leave your ego out the door. And my last tip will be know when to take a break. So when people are starting out, they are very often over trying to get to the gym every day. You need to let your body rest. If you're doing 2 to 3 training sessions, you need a day to recover because your body is not used to doing the whole of the gym. Even athletes take days off just to recuperate, and if you don't give your body time to heal, prior to that, your performance will go down, and you get into a cycle of where you'll never fully recover. So it may be in mostly terms of injuring yourself more. If you're sore after a workout, that's good, unless it hurts too much. Then you've done something, or you've lifted something that's too heavy, or different things like that. It is normal to have pain and soreness after workouts. Don't run to take a painkiller because that will mask pain and cause you to do some real damage to your body. If you just let your body recover naturally, it's the best thing for you. So yeah, they're my 5 top tips of what a beginner going to the gym should keep an eye on. and do. But as for now, this has been your boy Sports Fitness. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe.